That or figure out exactly who would be our next person to talk to, other than.
You'll only encourage it.
Well, let's talk to Bairdotr. Let's talk to Bairdotr, because this was new. We didn't see this person in our last playthrough, I don't think.
Sorry, sir. This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent Screech woman on purpose. But soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for dogs. Mother would rip the fur from her chest if she could see how they keep me.
Yeah.
Your mother has fur on her chest?
Apparently.
I'm guessing she could be a potential party member.
I don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Maybe talk to the guards?
Real damage? Are you joking?
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tull you right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Yeah, so I get two choices here.
Oh yeah,
Perhaps
like I said, I
it'd be
think
worth
she's a party
taking
member.
this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Plus, she's got a bow, I hear.
Well, that's
she
a
can shoot
relief,
things.
ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, source hunter. She's
Alright,
not
so now we
good
just
for
open the door?
anything more than cannon fodder.
Oh,
And
it's
don't
locked.
turn your back on her
Wait a
when she's
minute.
got that bow within arm's reach.
Oh, okay.
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our in-home forest. Every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Be ye bird or be ye badger.
She's a honey badger. She just don't care. Okay, so now we get a choice here. In the world of human, yes, species.
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
Yay, free bow. Okay.
Great.
All right, so she's following you. She's under your command at the moment, so I think she'll follow you as you walk around.
Sorry, sir.
All right. So
great. I got a girlfriend.
Maybe who else? Who is there left to talk to now? We found out who Evelyn was. We talked to her. We followed up. Oh, maybe we can follow up with the captain again. Let's try. We didn't really seem to find out too much. Let's try though, anyway.
Ah, the source hunter.
All right, we can
Oh,
suggest
joyous
someone to
hour.
arrest, but
Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
okay. The only one we can arrest is Robert. Should we do it?
Nah, I don't think he did it. I mean, there's got to be something else going on.
No, but he didn't do it. But at the very least, he failed to report that the body was missing.
But is that going to help us? I mean,
I don't know. Maybe
it's one of those things that if you prematurely arrest the wrong person, when it comes to the right person, you know, like crying wolf. You keep accusing people left and right, and then
he's
you don't get the right person.
But he's also uncooperative. You know what I'm saying? Like
which means he'll probably only want to arrest one person.
No, but
I just think it's premature in our investigation so far.
Yeah, but there aren't any other options though.
Well, we haven't.
I'm just saying the Mortician likely knows more than what he says and more than what he put in his journals. And without arresting him, there may not be any way of getting him to say anything else. Let's look at the log, I guess. 4 possible people might have taken Jake's body. Managed to see the company on Nathaniel and Evelyn and Esmeralda. Maybe we can go back to the Mortician now that we stole his journal. Maybe we can accuse him more directly with that.
Well, here's my thinking. He was the one who was bribed, was he not?
Yep.
Why, if he did it, why would anybody give him any money?
No, he didn't do it.
Oh, okay, so why do we want to have him arrested then?
Again, because he probably knows more than what he puts in his journal.
Well, that I'm sure of, but still. I just don't see how arresting him is going to pressure him to tell us the truth. It could be that he doesn't know who actually left the gold.
Could be. Could be. At this point, I'm just looking for a way... I'm actually not looking for a way to solve the murder, because most of these games don't usually... No. No, I'm looking for a way to open up more dialogue options. So, we came to the end of the dialogue with him because we didn't have the journal, and then we left without confronting him over it. So I think maybe I want to try that.
You there! Cut it out!
Well, okay. Nope. There's no additional options.
I don't think so. I would have been surprised if there were.
He threatens me for showing up.
See? You gotta stop doing that. Showing up. He likes me fine.
Oh, yeah, because I'm the one he caught going into the bedroom.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any more conversation options?
I can ask him.
Try it.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks?
Oh, I can't actually see the second floor.
Oh, you gotta come
yeah,
upstairs.
I can't. Yeah.
Can you see it now?
Yes. What's all this about coming upstairs?
This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud
But I
of
am an epic mortician.
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter.
Okay, see, this is what I was hoping for.
Well, you probably didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it because
you were being
his attitude to me is bad because I tried to go in his bedroom in front of him, yeah.
All right, well, let's see what we can find out.
Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary.
Ooh, now that's good to know.
Yes.
He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
Or somebody else could have taken it.
Himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
He probably does, but I don't really suspect him either.
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows.
That is weak.
It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for. But
I think we've seen that place.
Oh, have
Isn't
we?
that I think to the west there was like a house that had a bed still in it and some ruined furniture.
Was that it?
I think we healed ourselves in it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Okay, so now let's see. We got the whole rock, paper, scissors.
Well, put it this way:
thing.
I assume the charm option from me is not going to work.
Put points in charisma to take advantage. Press space to skip the RPS. Should I skip it?
It's up to you.
Robert's won the argument. Yeah.
Pillar of the community.
Whoa, negative
Half the city
50.
doesn't know my
Wow,
name, and
now he
the other
really
half
hates
regards
you.
me as the spirit of death itself. I'll keep my reward, thanks, and the community can think whatever it wants.
Was there an option to let him keep it?
Well, that was the first option on the list. I thought I would have a choice to go through them all.
He's hiding something.
No, I think
Apparently
that was a
not.
choice.
Oh, okay. Well, I should have read them all more carefully then. But wow, negative 50.
Yeah,
All right,
so
well,
he
let's go beat
doesn't
him up.
like anybody now. Okay.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so who can we go back to talk to now? The thing about Esmeralda coming in just before the body disappeared, that's kind of interesting.
Suspect. Mm.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this is going to turn out to be one of those, whatchamacallit, Murder on the Orient Express where everybody did it.
Oh, you think so?
The whole town.
It
Yeah,
could
exactly.
be.
Everybody's in on it.
Could be.
Just for different reasons and different timings, you know what I mean? Why, you want to go to Esmeralda's shop?
We didn't follow up with her after all the other stuff, so I figured I would try that.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Nope.
Nothing else?
Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous
No.
claims.
No, there's nothing new. Darn.
So here the question is, who do we talk to after we got that other tree with... What's his face? The Undertaker there.
Well, we didn't talk to the mayor again. Try that. We might just have to do some of the side quests, like the head thing, in order to level up, so that we can maybe survive.
I think there's some things. It's either some talents, some skills, or some other items that we need.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? What would you like to discuss? Jake, murdered? Oh, yeah, most of the towns, as you can imagine. I've known Esmeralda for years.
Nothing
That
new.
business between her and the Duke.
Nothing new there at all.
I have a feeling with all the... Here's the thing that gets me more than anything, right?
Yeah.
A lot of items that are around everywhere are all selectable, but they're all stealable. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I have a feeling there is probably going to be either some specific items or particular items sometime, someplace, somewhere that we're going to have to steal. That there will be no other way around it. And I think that there are maybe some things that will be vital.
No,
I
play more RPGs than you do in general. Stealing is one of those things where some players will always steal and some players will never steal, and some players are, you know, more of a situational thing about it. So, usually a well-designed RPG will not have a quest that can only be solved by stealing. There's always multiple... I mean, there's usually, like, there's a combat way through something, there's usually a conversational way through something, and then there's, like, some kind of a sneak, deception, stealth stealing method. Some will have, you know, more than one way, but very few of them would only have a way that required you to steal. Some will only be through combat, unless it's a stealth-based game. But it would be weird to have one where the only way you could get through something would be stealing.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
I don't know. There's so many of them. You know what I mean?
I expect you'll be a very
I have a feeling that at some point there's going to be either something special or something unique.
Well, we've already stolen far more things in this playthrough than we did the first time around.
Right.
And it gave us advancement, but no more than we would have got if we had more charisma or had succeeded in the rock, paper, scissors or anything like that. Let's see. Like, the only action that's still left to us is to tell the captain to arrest the Mortician. And I don't think it means arrest him for the murder. Maybe just for the bribe. Which he wants to keep.
Well, he hates me anyway, so we might as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's nothing to be lost from doing it now. We might as, you know, from that perspective, we might as well, right?
Yeah, because he's a jerk.
Oh, I just saw Esmeralda's back door.
Was there a welcome mat?
No, it was locked.
It's always the case.
Now, if we want, we could quick save before we do this.
That's probably a good idea, considering...
Alright, let's do that.
Considering the progress and the conversations we've had, it would be a shame to lose it all now.
Okay, arrest.
Have the Legion arrest.
Robert.
No.
Okay, okay, for some reason, we then get a choice. Having suggested they arrest him, we now get a choice of either saying that he aided and abetted criminals and should be arrested, or he already came clean and expressed remorse, let this slide. If he'd been willing to give back the bribe, maybe we could have let him slide.
No, he's a jerk.
No.
Shame to arrest a man who buried so many legionnaires with military honors, but so be it. I'll send out a chap to apprehend him forthwith.
Oh, for some reason okay. My character did not follow you. So what did he say?
Oh, he's like, yeah, he's gonna send a guy out for him right away.
Nice.
Now, what I don't know is, like, okay, is that just immediately teleport him to the dungeon and he'll be down here?
Don't think so.
Let's see, who's down in the prison? These guys are just regular legionnaires. Doesn't seem like there's anything...
Oh, thank you to take a step in another direction. This
Oh.
is the Legion treasure room.
Treasure room.
Ooh.
Legion treasure room is
They
down here.
usually keep treasure in those.
Oh yeah, they got a bunch of. They got some chests down there. So they keep the prisoners and the treasure in the same place. They might want to rethink that.
I found the kitchen.
Alright, well he's not here yet. Oh, and there's like an abandoned book that's not... There's a book, The Adventurer's Field Guide, which is not stealing, which is in this cell, but the cell door is locked. You know what, actually? The whole pretext of arresting the Mortician may have just been to get him out of his office so that you could search it.
Oh, yeah, that is a distinct possibility.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do that. Since he's not in prison yet, we can't interrogate him. Why don't we just go back to his office and rob him blind?
All right. Told you there was going to be more stealing.
Ah, yeah. Okay. See, now this back door is open. Oh wait, was this open before?
Yeah, it was open before. That's where we got the book.
Oh, that's
remember?
right. That's right. All right. Corpses. Oh, this guy's got a frost grenade.
Nice.
And this guy's got hair. I am not taking that.
Roadie.
9-inch nails. Bucket. Oh, the guy's still up. The guy's still up here. Oh, okay. Here's the Legionnaire. Here's the Legionnaire come to arrest him.
Oh, it's funny. I just stole 33 gold out of a thing in here.
Complicity in the murder of Councillor Jake.
Oh, okay. They've arrested him for complicity in the murder.
What? That's insane. I would never.
Sir, please come quietly, or I'll have to forcefully subdue you.
Fine, fine. There's no need for that. But you must know I am an innocent man.
Oh, you know what?
Can you sneak upstairs? What? Were they gonna interrogate him here or something?
Okay, well that was weird because...
He disappeared?
Well, they both walked into the bedroom and then disappeared. So that was kind of weird.